Hello, hello, my favorite girly pops. In today's video for the low introductory price sale of absolutely nothing, you heard it here last. We have a lot to talk about. Amberlynn is desperately trying to make money and panicking and deleting all of her videos. It's a wonderful time to be alive, girls. I feel like a girl of 2021 again. Amberlynn is doing memberships. They're $10 a person. If you're in another country, they're more expensive. And she's promising every Tuesday a 2-hour live stream. If you believe this is going to happen, massive bridge of Kermits for everybody here, okay? Because it's never going to happen. She's desperate. She's run out of money. Why do you need money so bad all of a sudden, Ambi? Can I call you Pookie? Amberlynn's my favorite YouTuber. Grab a Kermit. By the way, before we get any further, do you see my Kermit? My Kermit came to this video. He showed up first, okay? So have you ever asked yourself, do I want to buy a Kermit? Well, now you can in my game show host voice. Here is my affiliate link to purchase Kermit if you want to buy one. Pizza sold separately. And let me know if you buy the Kermit and when he ships so I could be excited for you. Okay, we're also going to talk about Alexis trying to expose Tommy. So we're going to get into all the drama, or my name isn't Bob or Wilbur because I am a frog. No, I'm sorry. I was never supposed to say that. There's vicious rumors on the internet that I have become a frog, and I want one person to prove that I have become one because I haven't. Of course, a frog could never take over a channel and make drama videos. All right. So if you could not tell already by this ridiculous and might I say myself, well, not the best intro
Amberlynn did not shower.
ever, but hey, we're still here. So everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take anything I say seriously. Clearly, I'm sharing just my own opinions, not facts and publicly accessible information, first made public by public figures. Okay. Entertainment purposes only. Don't go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, disparaging Kermits or comments. I wonder how you could leave a disparaging Kermit. Someone leave me a disparaging, discouraging Kermit. Alexis made a video in which she says that every single time one of her contacts makes a Telegram profile. Telegram is an app. Basically, what happens is she gets notified, and she says that supposedly, possibly, someone's girlfriend made a Telegram account. And then the rest of what Alexis says, you're going to have to go and watch her video. I'll link it down below if you want to see and hear it. And she makes all of these allegations about someone's girlfriend.
Thanks for nothing.
Here's what people want to hear from Alexis. They want to hear what Amberlynn was like in the relationship. They want you, Alexis, to spill the tea on Amber's text messages that you still have that you haven't released. Release those. People in the community want you to leak any voice notes you still have with Amberlynn. People want to know all the tea about what kind of friend she was. And I'll tell you this. If I was not making any videos and paying attention to the community, I would want to know exactly what Amberlynn told you about her exes, all of her exes. Spill the tea on that. Post the receipts on that. Post the screenshots of the text messages that you have with Amber for the entire year. This is what I would have done if I was Alexis. I would have went ahead and if you have this, I would have been making videos on all the text messages I had with Amberlynn and tell us, what did she used to say about reaction channels to you? What did she used to say about her exes to you? That's how Alexis can make a career, or at the very least a few bucks on YouTube. At the end of the day, my advice is to never say anything that you're not sure of. Like, if you're sure that something is the truth, you say it. If you're not sure, then just, get a Kermit. But basically, Alexis is alleging all of these things about, someone's girlfriend. And meanwhile, back on Planet Kermit, look at this, okay? So Alexis was talking to somebody in her comment section, and you know how like we've discussed this many times where Amberlynn doesn't have her own personality and steals all of her interests from other people. So somebody was asking Alexis if like somebody had gotten Amberlynn into tarot card reading, and Alexis says that Tommy did not. And Alexis says, I actually am into tarot. card readings and used to pull tarot cards for Amberlynn on the phone often. Now, wait a minute. In one of my comment sections, I just can't find this comment right now. I'm sure some of you could, but Alexis also said that that game that Amberlynn plays, like Dice Dreams, I think it's called, the one that she tried to get people to join, Alexis also introduced her to that game. Why am I bringing this up? Here is stuff that people want to know about Alexis, where people are severely interested in all the personality traits and things from you that she stole from you. She wasn't into that game. Alexis introduced her to it, right? She has been talking for a long time now that she does tarot card readings, right? And pulls cards for herself. Amber has. Amber's like, oh, I need to treat the, cards with respect. Yeah, go back on TikTok. The point of the story is that Amber didn't get any of this information from herself. People always say Amberlynn's personality is a reflection of whoever she's dating or friends with. Here's two examples. She's so interested in a game that Alexis introduced her to first. And also, she claims that, she's very interested in tarot cards. But you know who was and is Alexis? Alexis is the one that introduced her to something that she claims it's her own. The point is, Amber steals other people's personalities. As far as, you know, obviously, Alexis trying to spill the tea on Tommy, my opinion is, if you're trying to do stuff like that, do you have any text messages? Like, the point is show us concrete things that we can use to discern meaning from. Okay, so I'll link Alexis's video down below. Now, why is Amberlynn so broke? Have we seen that Amberlynn has run out of money? She has no money, and she is desperately trying to do that merch. And she seems to need all this money from the merch. She seems to need all this money from her now membership. She's going to be doing memberships. Why is she doing this? She is doing this for one reason and one reason only. It's not just because she doesn't have any money. Amber, do you need to share your money with someone that doesn't have any? And I'm not talking about any of your family members. Do you currently have a friend, Amber, that you're trying to support? Because I think this whole membership thing that Amber has going on is just a little bit interesting. Because why now? Why has Amber started doing memberships now when for years she didn't do them? It sounds like you need to pay other people's bills. Okay, so Amber has deleted 1 million views off of her channel. These are the videos with Libby, that teenager that used to hang out with her. And Amber made some comments towards Libby in the past, and now she's deleting all the evidence. This is on the heels of her being found out and being caught following a certain type of an account on Instagram. If you saw my videos on this topic, if you saw the community's videos on this topic, people were talking about how basically they did not believe, for the most part, that Amberlynn accidentally followed some account that was in the same realm of the Libby situation. And what happened after that is that Amber went on Instagram, over explained herself because, in my opinion, she's guilty. So now she's went ahead and deleted 1 million views of her channel. A few things. Number one, if you know anything about Amber, you know that she very rarely deletes videos. She almost never does it because she wants, in my opinion, every penny from it. And she believes it's some amazing girl world diary, but anyways, of her life. So, yes, my Kermit has paused. The point of the story is this. So basically, this is unusual for her to do. She's deleting the evidence. Obviously, it's all in the same realm. Her videos with Libby. By the way, she would have had to go. It would have had to take hours and hours and hours of her to even find these videos. Because these videos, I believe they're like, what, 2016? Like something like that, 15, 16 from those years. So it would take her hours. But see how Amberlynn could put the effort in when she needs to delete the evidence. Where's FBI Frank when you finally actually need him? Not FBI Frank coming to our girl's house for real this time. So, what do I have to say about this whole thing? I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about this whole thing. Leave it in the dislikes and comments down below, okay? Obviously, she's deleting the evidence. She feels guilty because she is guilty, so she's doing it. Let me just tell you something about the internet. not every single time somebody deletes something, they're feeling guilty or they want to delete proof. There's other reasons to delete, right? But here, there's only one reason to delete, obviously. If she didn't have anything to hide with those videos, she wouldn't have deleted them. Those videos with Libby, they have literally been on the internet for a really, really, really long time, for years and years and years, almost 10 years now. And why is she just deleting them now? Because after that situation with Instagram, where she was caught following a certain type of an account, obviously people pointed to those videos and they were like, yeah, she's done this before. Of course she has a history of this. In my opinion, 100% she has a history of this. By the way, do you know what I base this opinion on? The stuff that Amber's put on the internet. Now, I understand that when you first start YouTube, you're not thinking properly. I will say, this is not me, you know, that I would, very rarely defend our girl. But I will say, just in general, when people first start YouTube and they're not known at all to any communities, they're not thinking properly, right? In this case, what this means is, well, she didn't know that she would become known and people would care about her true habits. So she's definitely deleted, all the evidence because she's guilty. She feels guilty. It's all in the same realm. And what a wild shaka. So, Amberlynn, TikTok. Here's what I feel. I feel that in any relationship and just in general, you cannot fake it forever. You cannot hide your true self forever. Amberlynn has exposed her true self. Here's the thing. You can delete every single video you want, Amber, but the proof is in you running around on Instagram and trying to do every deflective move like live weigh-ins with clothes on, which our girl never does that, and live wasabi footage, and even talking about Beck, anything to get the attention off of you following certain type of an account. So the proof is in what you've done. Here's my litmus test for whether or not somebody is guilty or not. You ready? On YouTube,
Did not shower.
as far as like what you can find on the internet that is proven 100% to be true. Listen to what I'm going to tell you right now. If you find something on the internet where there's no proof and people are just saying, mean-spirited things, and, people are claiming that something happened. But listen, can you find proof of what they're saying on the internet? This is my advice to you. I've always said, you don't have to believe anything I say. You don't have to believe anything. Go and look for it yourself. If someone is saying something about someone else on the internet, right? And you don't know if it's true or not, go and find proof that what that person said actually happened. Now, listen to what I'm going to tell you. The proof is not other people saying that it happened. That's just ridiculous. That's not proof. People making videos on something is not proof. Proof is physically finding the proof yourself and seeing it. In this case, the videos have been re-uploaded. So let's say you don't believe anyone that's talking about it. Look at the videos yourself. Find them and look at them because they've been re-uploaded on the internet. Look at Amber's Instagram story. Does she not seem guilty? And then you make your own decision. Amber, you can delete it all you want. The internet is always going to be here. And I don't know what you're thinking you're going to accomplish with this. And you're making yourself look even extra guilty. She just doesn't want people to look back on those videos and be like, oh, there's the proof that she's always been like this. Amber, whether you delete the videos or you keep them up, you've always been like this. Okay, so after Amber's panic, she decided to do live streams again. So if you become a member to her, situation type lies. So basically, if you become a member to Amber's channel, you can get full access to her weekly 2-hour live stream. Does anyone remember when Amberlynn used to have memberships in 2021? See this post from a bunch of years ago? Going live tomorrow, something came up. She's going to do this to you again. She's claiming she's going to be there every Tuesday for a 2-hour live stream. That's a terrible idea. None of us can predict what's going to happen to us every Tuesday night. You understand what I'm trying to say? Never mind a person that doesn't care about her audience. The reason that I'm showing you the screenshot, if you go through her community page, when she used to have memberships and live streams a bunch of years ago, she constantly canceled her live streams. Oh, something came up. I can't go live today. I'll go another day. The people that pay for it do not actually expect her to show up when she says she does. This is why it's disingenuous. You know how like Amber says, well, if you re-upload my stuff, that is illegal. Yeah, right. Well, we're all gonna call FBI Frank right now. Come and arrest my Kermit. Point here is this. Amber, when you charge people money for YouTube memberships, you're in a contract with YouTube. And when you don't fulfill your end of the bargain by coming the day that you say you will and the day that people are paying for every Tuesday, you can get into trouble with YouTube. If you guys believe that she's coming every Tuesday for 2 hours, Bridget Kermit's waiting for you on Tuesdays. Yeah, if you believe any of what I just said is actually going to happen, I have a very, very, very large Bridget Kermit's to sell you. So let's read Amber's posts on this. She is now, going back to Stream Queen. She's now going back to the iconic era of live streams. I feel like a girl of nothing again. Okay, so basically, here's the post. I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for the support lately. It has not gone unnoticed, and I appreciate it so much. I know so many of you love it when I live stream, and I have to agree with that sentiment because feeling connected to you is what holds importance to me. Let's read that one again. I know so many of you love when I live stream, and I have to agree with that sentiment because feeling connected to you is what holds importance to me. Okay, your last live stream was, drum roll, please, 5 months ago. Have a snack with me. Amberlynn's last live stream was 5 months ago. So it's of the utmost importance to you. It's really important to you to live stream and interact with your audience. But the last time that you did so live, as you claim is so important to you, was 5 months ago. So obviously, it did not hold importance to you if the last time that you live stream was 5 months ago. If something is important to you, do you only do it once every 5 months? Amber, if you think that the only people that are going to sign up to your live streams are people that like you, then you need a very large Bridget Kermit. Whoever, please ask her this question. If it was so important and it held so much importance to you, why didn't you do it for 5 months? I have officially made memberships live on my channel. You can click join to become Stream Queen, which will include you being able to have full access to a 2-hour live stream every Tuesday. She's not going to come every Tuesday forever, and she's not going to come every Tuesday every week for 2 hours. Think about that. So I want you to think about that. And by the way, she's already promised in another video going to do member only videos. That's not going to happen, but I can't wait till you try, right? Okay. Which will include you being able to have full access to a 2-hour live stream every Tuesday. This will be a place I can freely discuss different topics where you can ask me anything you want in a safe space and you can get to know me as much as I can get to know you. I hope to see you there. What does that mean, a safe space? You do understand that the majority of your audience are like the people that you don't like from your audience, and I don't understand how that's going to be a safe space. Okay, so someone asked her the same question. I'm not sure how becoming a paid member would make it a safe space. Everything is still the same. It won't differentiate from a person that dislikes Amba. It will only separate from those who have a disposable $5 versus those that don't. Oh, wait, it's $10 a month. Her memberships are $10 a month, and some people in other countries have said that in their countries it's like $15. So it's expensive for what you're going to get. My opinion is when she does these live streams, she will not show up every single Tuesday, and it will not be 2 hours every single Tuesday. Please understand that, okay? The reason that I'm saying this is if girl world history has taught us nothing else. When Amberlynn had her live stream era, she was supposed to show up twice a week, and very often she didn't because she just couldn't do it. Then give people back their money and don't take money. If something is for free, like YouTube is free for you guys, right? You don't have to pay for it. So if people give you free content, then okay, like I feel like there's not that much room to complain. But when you're paying for something, then that's different. If anybody out here thinks she's coming every week for 2 hours, every Tuesday, this is what's going to happen. She's going to start rescheduling the streams from Tuesday to another day. And that person that said that is completely right. It's not going to be a safe space. People that have $10 to $15 a month and want to pay will be paying, and they will be seeing exactly what you're saying, no matter what. By the way, I just wanted to say, I don't believe that she's going to keep these live streams under just the members only tab. Maybe in the beginning, she will see that she will need the money from the YouTube views. And then when she will need the money from the YouTube views, she's going to make these live streams public. So Amber responded and said, it will be a safer space because there will be less of a chance of it being a hostile environment and easier to keep up with the right kind of people in my chat. Who are the right kind of people? Amber. The right kind of people are people that just ignore you following certain types of accounts and making videos with, we all know who she is and what she's done. So it's like, who are the right kind of people? Also, Amber, from a business perspective, this is outrageously bad for you because if you don't let everyone watch the live streams, they will make a very small amount of money for you. And I'm just trying to tell you that the number one way of making money, which obviously this is what it's about, is to let it be public so you can get the YouTube money for it. But to each his own. She will revise it. You mark my words. She's going to have to revise it as the time goes on. But Amber, you're not going to be able to keep the people that you want out of these live streams. You're just not. It's just, this is not a realistic business plan. That is the most AI I've ever read. Well, I wrote this myself, so thank you, I guess. So if anyone out here believes that Amberlynn wrote this herself and she didn't get AI to write this for you, or she didn't get a person in her life to write this for her, then I have, again, just the bridges of Kermit's keep coming and coming. Okay. I want to say something about the way that she communicates in written form versus the way that she communicates in verbal form. When she's speaking on her channel or in live streams, it is never the way that she communicates when she's writing something. When she's writing something, it's written in an intellectual way. One can say it's written in a totally different way. My personal opinion is she doesn't morph into a different person when she has to write something. She gets Chat GPT to write it for her, or she gets somebody in her life to write it for her. And there have been people in her life that I believe have written it for her. My point here is this. If you are looking for full clarification on what I just said, if you truly believe that every single time Amberlynn Reid writes something, she writes it herself, but it sounds totally different than when she speaks to us in her live streams or when she speaks to us in her videos, ask yourself this question. Why is it that she sounds completely different, as if it's not even herself, when she's writing something publicly than when she's speaking something publicly? It's because if every single time she sounds different and she speaks in a completely, totally different way when she's writing something than versus when she's live and when she's talking, 100% she's getting somebody else to do it for her. See, there's no way for her to get somebody else to do it for her live or in video form. If it was just once or twice, this is a very, very, very litmus test. I love the word litmus test. It's my favorite word today. This is the best litmus test to see which is the real her. The bottom line in the situation, if she once in a while wrote something and you were like, well, that doesn't really sound like her, then that would make sense, right? Because anyone can be a little different sometimes. But every single time she writes on her community page, people say this doesn't sound like the you in your videos, how you speak in your videos and your live streams. If every single time she doesn't sound like herself when she's writing something, she's getting help. Right. Well, that's about it for today's video. I'm going to see you very soon in the next one. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments and dislikes down below. Check out this other video popping up here on a similar topic, and I will see you next time. Bye.